Yeah. Right? And I'm not playing no games. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Pops, and this is just a quick video to address an email and a message that I received, very similar, asking about a couple of references that I made about variant comic book covers and sketch covers and virgin covers. So just want to give you some examples. That's all these are. Then I have my other camera I'm going to try to play with a little bit. We'll see how that goes. We'll see. So if you have questions or comments, feel free to put them in the description. These are just very fundamental things, terms that get thrown around a lot by people that have been into comics books for a while. There can be massive price differences if you're looking at books or if you're trying to price something you have that's within the last 15 years or so. Probably not really old stuff. In the 90s, it's more like multiple printings. So a book would, let's say, sell out or have to be reordered again. And there might be multiple printings. Completely different than this. This is actually like they're released at the exact same time, completely different covers. The interiors are exactly the same. So that's the examples I'm going to give you. So before I switch to the camera, let me give you just an example. I'm not sure how well these, some things are just not going to, I'm going to have to figure this out. I don't know. All right. So this is a Batman comic number 107. This is the standard cover. Okay. Standard cover. There's Batman characters. There you go. All right. There you go. All right. Then you have two variant covers. You have, this is just an example. The Batman one. See how there's no, see how it just, the light refracts off this one so bad. Right. Virgin, there's no logo really. And then this is the other one, which is more like a black and white type sketch cover, completely different variant. So there are different kinds. So you see different variants, you'll see different names for them and stuff like that. So now some of them, I'm going to switch the camera. I'm going to let you see. So some of them are really obviously designated. Like there's really no confusion with something like this. This is a newer Aliens comic book. Let me get my little cord out of the way here. Make sure I get this. Obviously, it says variant right on it, right? This is a black and white variant. I don't think it counts as a sketch, but it could. I didn't really look it up. See, this cover, there's really nothing else sort of special about it. It's beautiful. Most alien comic books are. So this is the variant cover, and let me show you the real cover. Sorry, no, this is the other variant cover, right? It's in color, and you can see here, again, the light. This is like glossy paper and stuff, so that the light that's in this room is reflecting off of it, and have not come up with good solutions on how to deal with that, to be honest. But see, this one, they say variant right on them. Here, we get that. Come on, camera, play nice with this. That's what that says. Right there is variant. There we go. So you have this other variant cover. So obviously I have a lot to learn about camera switching and trying to set something up. I'm going to have to figure out how to get it on like an arm, like an actual arm. Right now I don't have it hooked up quite right. So it's just a general idea of how they are designated. And as you can see, this is another comment. This is another one. Again, it's a recent modern issue, basically. This is a Carnage book. This is the standard cover. It's called Carnage, Black, White, and Blood. Okay, this is the standard cover. This is one of the variant covers, right? Okay. And usually they're designated by the creator. And this is like Inhuik. I don't know how to say their names. I'm really sorry on that one. And this is the Otley one. I know who Otley is. This is the Otley one. Right. So just different covers. Exact same ones. See how they say number one in variant over there? This one also said that right here. So it says variant right on it. This one is the standard one. So standard price, cheaper price, a little bit more, right? So, and then the demand will move them around and the scarcity will move around the prices. So it depends. So think of everything in terms of supply and demand, right? So let's say a lot of people want this Carnage book. Okay. And let's say there is, for every 10 copies a store orders, they get one that looks like this. I didn't look it up. I'm just trying to give you some examples. One, right? But if everybody wants them and the demand is high, that means there's 1/10 of these to the other one, at least. There's probably significantly less than that, right? And then let's say the other one is they had to order 25 copies or 50 or 100, or you can have some variants that may have a designated print run right on them. It will say exactly what the print run is. So since we're playing around with these, why not? Let's just look real quick and see if I can get any info on these particular covers that I'm showing you, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right. So yeah, standard cover, right? Basically standard cover, about $5. Okay. There are actual 4 variants that are listed right now. Actually, there's significantly more variants because the variants I own are not these variants that are listed. So there's actually like, let me put this on the app for you because this is on my app. This is a 1/25 variant cover. It's a white cover. You can see, right? So they had to order 25 copies to get one of those. And then this is also a 1/25, right? There you go. A 1/25 cover. And then, so there's a famous cover done by a Spider-Man cover done by Patrick Gleason of Spider-Man. Kind of looks like this. This is a Carnage version of that cover. So here's that one. Okay. That one is significantly more expensive. And then this is a special WonderCon version and extremely rare. Let me give you the numbers on it just one moment. Oh, geez, come on, focus now, camera. All right, let's see if we can try it again. All right. It is mostly black and white, and with the red, there's actually only 500 copies of that one. So its list price is $50 on that last one I showed you. There are none on eBay currently. Wait, never mind. Sorry, here's one. So $50 is a pretty fair price because here's one that's about $40. There's a graded one at 9.6. It's $100. So things like that. So you kind of have to play around with it a little bit. There is a 9.8 that's signed for like $215. So yeah, there's different covers, different. It's a beautiful comic for only 500 of them. And it's not that expensive if you get a regular one. But anyway, so that's the general gist. Again, very rudimentary. Each issue has to be evaluated for monetary. If you're not just into reading it. So if you're going to read it, you have to decide how much money are you wanting to spend, because you may manhandle it. You may put a crease in it. You may drop it, right? Do you want to buy a $5 version to read, or you just want to buy the nice one? You don't care about its quality. If it gets a crease, it gets a crease, whatever. To each their own. I'm not trying to judge anyone. I'm just saying for a lot of folks who are going to read it, something could happen to it. You may want to just read either a digital copy or the physical copy that's maybe less expensive. And then you can have maybe from a collecting standpoint or investment standpoint, one that has a different cover or maybe more rare or something like that, a graded copy, right? That's kind of the general gist. And variant covers are a sneaky way for them to make a lot more money. There's no bones about it. The incentives are there to get retailers to buy a lot more copies. Like if I give you this special one, you got to order 50. If they can't move that 50, this base cover, this base issue that the app has listed at $5, you might be able to find them for like $1 or less because people can't move them because they ordered so many to get the variant covers, and that variant cover might sell for $200 to cover the cost of all of them. So that is literally some of the gameplay that happens. It get rolled up in all the sales numbers. It does create some confusion. It does create confusion for retailers because they're not sure which one they're looking at. It creates confusion for some collectors and people who are new. So this is why there is some confusion. I am always here to answer questions the best I can or look something up, that kind of thing for you. I am not able to like give you like a price of how something is worth because I can't even remotely gauge that without touching it. But I can at least guide you through that if you're having problems figuring that out. But some things are marked variant, some are not. Virgin doesn't have the logos on them. Variants are usually just assigned different artists. They are incentives, basically meaning if it says 1 to 10, 1 to 25, 1 to 50, that's how many times that's the incentive for the retailer. Sometimes there are just called print runs, and that's how many copies were even made. That's like I said, that last one was only 500. Right? There's only 500 of them that exist. Okay, so again, questions are welcome, comments are welcome. I appreciate you even, first off, asking me questions. Appreciate that so much, and thanks again for your time. Hope you're blessed, and thanks for watching. Take care.
All I do is chill. My life is a thrill for